Okay, Assalamualaikum and good day. Okay, today we are going to look at introduction paragraph. Last 2 weeks you have looked at body paragraphs. Okay, in an essay, remember you are going to have introduction, body, and conclusion. Okay, so this is what we call as an essay. So for this week, we are going to look at introduction. Okay. Okay, so what is introduction? It contains the thesis within the context of comments that give us an adequate perspective of the topic. Okay, so in your introduction, you are going to have general statements and thesis statement. So this is what we call as general statements, in which you are going to explain about the topic of the essay. So you can give statistics, you can start with a definition, you can have a story. Okay, and after that, you are going to have one sentence in which it will introduce the points of your essay. That sentence is what we call as thesis statement. So from your thesis statement, you are going to develop into the body paragraph. Okay, so we are going to look at this later. And after the body, it will be conclusion, in which you will restate or you will summarize the main points and you will give final comment. Okay, so this is the meaning of thesis statement. Okay, so this statement, it can be in the form of by indicating number of the subtopics. For example, inflation has 3 significant causes. So body paragraph 1, you're going to talk about first cause. Body paragraph 2, you're going to talk about the second cause. And body paragraph 3, you're going to talk about the third cause. Okay, and you can also write your thesis statement by naming the specific subtopics. For example, inflation has 3 significant causes, which are excessive government spending, unrestrained consumer borrowing, and an increase in the supply of paper money. So for your assignment, later on, I would like you to write using this type of thesis statement. You should name the specific subtopics. Okay, another way to write thesis statement is by using colon. Okay, for example, inflation has 3 significant causes, colon, okay, excessive government spending, unrestrained consumer borrowing, and an increase in the supply of paper money. So you need to remember, when you are using or you name the causes or the points, it should be in parallel form. Okay, so if everything is noun, everything should be noun. If everything is noun phrase, everything should be noun phrase. Okay, so this is what we call as noun phrase. Okay. Okay, so common problems in thesis statement. Usually the problem is that, like this one, too general. Inflation has many causes. So it is no focus. How many causes are you going to talk about? Okay, so you can have 3 or you can just specify it straight away. Okay, but remember again, for the assignment, you should do number 2. Okay, another problem with the thesis statement is unparalleled. What does it mean by unparalleled? So this is noun phrase, but this is noun. Okay, so you need to decide. Are you going to write using noun phrase or noun? Okay, do not combine. So this is also to say the common problems in thesis statement. Okay, move on. How can you start your introduction? Okay, so these are the introductory method to attract readers' attention. We also call it as hook. Okay, hook. So when you write an essay or write an article, you would like the readers to be interested in reading your essay or your article. So how can you attract them? What is the hook that you're going to use to make sure they're going to read from the beginning up till the end? Or perhaps when they read, oh, I would like to know, what is it this essay all about? Okay, so you can have telling compelling story, or giving statistics, or giving a definition on a topic, asking questions, but you need to provide the answers later. You cannot just ask questions without giving the answer. And you can also start with fascinating quotation. Okay, okay, appropriate quotation. Okay, so you can use appropriate quotation. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. So quotation mark, because you take it as it is. Yang ni memang you copy paste, but you put the quotation mark. And this one, you do not need to cite the year publication, because this is a famous quotation. Okay, so famous quotation, you don't need to cite. So to say there's no year of publication. So this is one way for you to start your introduction. Okay, begin your essay by using questioning technique. Okay, so this is the questioning technique or using question. Have you been in a situation when you are running out of money? You have no more savings because you have spent it, or what would you do? Ask from your parents. Okay, again, and then this is the, so to say, the general statement. Okay, a hook. Okay, so to say statements to catch the reader's attention. After this statement, you are going to have your thesis statement. Okay, using statistics, a survey shows the result of 80%, 85% job seekers failed in the interview sessions because of the lack of confidence in speaking English. Reynolds 2019. So if you're using statistics, of course, you need to have the source and make sure you have paraphrased. Okay, last name of the author and the year of publication. Okay, so okay, this is the types of the general statements. So all of these are actually the general statements. Okay, so this is just now the hook. Okay, and this is the thesis statement. The importance of education includes getting better jobs, number one, avoiding being fooled by others, and being independent. So the first body paragraph, you are going to talk about this first importance of education, the second importance of education, and the third importance of education. Okay, so this is an introduction. You have the general statements up until here, and this is the thesis statement. Okay, so to make it clear, I will have it like this. Okay, the black is the general statements, the blue is the thesis statement. Okay, okay, you can also have okay, questioning technique. Okay, so financial problem is common things among students. So this is okay, starting from this, have you been up until here is the general statements. Okay, the blue one is the thesis statement. Here are some tips on how to manage your money well while studying in a university, but this is not a good thesis statement because just some. You need to specify how many tips are you going to talk about in your essay. Okay, using statistics, just now you start with statistics. Okay, you explain about the statistics and you go down for the thesis statement. The factors of the graduates did not acquire the skills are numerous. Well, there are three major factors of the graduates didn't acquire the skill. Okay, so you need to specify. Okay, so this is introduction. Okay, interesting story. Okay, so now move on to thesis statement. It should be stating the main topic of the essay to give readers a general idea of the content of the essay. And it is the last sentence in the introductory. Okay, so examples of thesis statement, just what I mentioned just now. Having breakfast brings three major advantages to the students. Watching television is not a waste of time as it is a valuable educational tool. Point one, provides entertainment to help us relax. Point two, provides something our family can have in common to discuss. Point number three. Okay, there are several differences. So this is the thesis statement. Several differences between a nurse practitioner and physician assistant. So this is compare contrast. Okay, so the first paragraph you're going to talk about the first difference, second paragraph, second difference, third paragraph, third difference. Okay, another example of this statement, young people in my culture have less freedom than young people in the US in the choice of where they live, whom they marry, and what their job is. So first paragraph is going to talk about where they live, second paragraph about whom they marry, and third paragraph what the job is. Okay, okay, this is indirect thesis statement. Okay, compare contrast. Okay, so direct thesis statement. Okay, just now we have looked at this. Okay, as well as this one. Okay, so just remember an essay you have introduction, body, and conclusion. So for introduction, you have the general statements. Okay, remember the 5 or 6 ways just now that you can use as a hook for the general statements, and you should have a thesis statement. Okay, because from the thesis statement, you are going to develop into body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2, and body paragraph 3. Conclusion, you are going to restate the points again. So conclusion, we are going to cover in the next week's class. Okay, so please refer to your Google Classroom for the exercise. Should you have any question, you can ask via Telegram. Okay, thank you. Stay safe. Bye.